On February 25th, 1972, President Kaunda announced a cabinet decision to establish a one-party state political system through a constitutional change. Under the chairmanship of Vice President Mainza Chona, a national commission was set up to make necessary recommendations to change the nation's constitution ahead of the introduction of the one-party participatory political system on December 13, 1972. The new vision for unity was one Zambia, one nation. The liberation struggle in the Southern Africa region against colonial and racial injustice was also cited as a factor in the decision to implement a one-party system in Zambia. On the western border, there was Angola and Namibia. On the eastern border, Mozambique, and on the southern border, Zimbabwe, and further south, South Africa. These countries were involved in tough and protracted liberation wars. Zambia shared borders with these countries, and liberation movements like South Africa's ANC moved their headquarters from Dar es Salaam in Tanzania to Lusaka. The downside to this movement was that it became easier for colonial regimes to reach out and bomb Zambia's infrastructure than they would Dar es Salaam. Sections of the plural political system in Zambia also remained vulnerable to external manipulation at the expense of national unity and security. The introduction of the one-party state did not come without resistant protests, notably so from the African National Congress ANC, and without Harry Nkumbula's consenting, it would have been difficult to implement the one-party system of government. Nkumbula agreed to join UNIP under the one-party system. He proposed that since Choma Town in southern province of Zambia was the major political center of the ANC, the signing of the agreement is done there. Hence, the Choma Declaration of 1973. The one-party system was put to test when, in 1978, Harry Nkumbula, Simon Kapwepwe, and Lusaka businessman Robert Chiluwe came forward to contest the UNIP presidency against Kenneth Kaunda. At the UNIP Congress, a new requirement was suddenly put in place by a simple show of hands. The delegates voted that a candidate for president should have been a member of UNIP for at least 5 years, with no criminal record, and with 20 supporters from each province amongst the delegates present at the party congress. These sudden amendments dealt the three contenders a severe setback and effectively disqualified them from running for president. Nkumbula had just joined UNIP after he dissolved his ANC party, and Kapwepwe had remained out of UNIP since 1972, when his UPP party was proscribed. Chiluwe could not have raised the required number of supporters from every province, and after he was declared bankrupt when his bank accounts were suddenly frozen. According to the law, Mr. Chiluwe's candidacy became invalid to stand for president or any other office after he was declared bankrupt. In the minds of many observers, the disqualifications of the three opponents cast a dark shadow on the sincerity of the one-party system. It was now seen as a mechanism to crush political dissent, even within the one-party system, and guarantee Dr. Kaunda's position as president of UNIP and the nation for life. This single incident by itself defeated and contradicted the argument of the proponents of the one-party system that the process was intended to allow greater political freedom under the umbrella of one political party.